Hi, I'm Mark Griffiths from the Wrexham Supporters Association's football commentary, and at wrexhamfan.co.uk after every match we provide written tactical reports analysing the Wrexham matches, but occasionally, when circumstances allow, we're going to start putting up some video tactical analyses as well. So here's the first one, Wrexham's game against Mansfield last week, and as you'll see in a moment, the key factor perhaps was how the managers reacted to the weather. Because whereas Mansfield, I think, tried to stick to their usual game plan of playing it on the floor as much as possible, Wrexham, it seems, went a little bit long. Have a look at some clips to back this up. Yeah, there was too much long stuff from Wrexham. It looked like a preconceived idea, I guess, to try to turn the Mansfield defenders on a slippery surface. Trouble is, the quality wasn't there, so all these long balls come raining in. But there wasn't much to really show quality, more hacks like that one by Blackburn. I mean, Gareth Taylor, the only one who's going to win it in the air, is right next to him and he plays it, so not much hope of success from that, and too much just hopeful, just launching it. It did look, like I said, like a preconceived idea, like an instruction to play it like that, but it just wasn't wise. Here we are again, Wrexham defending it. Chris Maxwell seemed to be releasing it very early, but releasing it really to nobody. And there's too much of that happening. Wrexham just hitting long, hopeful balls forwards. And you see here, it's just thrashed it up the pitch. And Pilkington, the keeper for Mansfield, seemed to be kept very busy fielding that sort of thing. He is Crichton now taking a bit of a chance on a slippery pitch. But again, bang! Long ball to a centre-back. And it's all very easy to defend against. He's another hoof up the pitch. And it's just happening all the time, giving possession much too easily back to Mansfield, much too easily, and not helped by the fact that Frank Sinclair's off on the out ball, playing on the wrong flank on his right foot, and Sinclair often looks to play the killer ball. As you can see, maybe that's not wise. Sometimes he gets it right, but he does give possession away a lot, trying the hopeful long one. So Wrexham really wasting possession. Now, when Mansfield played it long, actually, they did sometimes, but they did it pretty well. They just dropped it in and did turn Wrexham's defenders. Here's Andrews coping very well with the situation. But he has to. He's been put under pressure. So Mansfield are dropping nasty little balls in just behind the defenders, turning them. And do you know what Wrexham are trying to do here? I mean, Obeng's just got no option but to try and either run it out of play, and he fails, and it's a corner. So Mansfield are dropping it into the right sort of areas, the areas that ask the defenders questions. Here comes another one. Just feeding it in behind defenders. And again, what can Sinclair do? He's a right-footed player playing at left-back. Oh, Crichton, beg your pardon. He can only put it out of play. And Mansfield were also confident enough to pass it around, which Wrexham looked reluctant to do on the pitch. They didn't trust themselves. Mansfield, look at this, knocking it about, playing it into feet, good movement around in midfield, just working it about, ignore the conditions, just keep playing, and they managed to do so. It's nice, confident play. Blackburn breaks it up in the end. He broke a lot up. When you watch the clips back again, you realise how much Blackburn did break up. Here's Mansfield again, awkward situation, but they've worked a double. They would double up on the flank, and so they'll pass it around. A little drag back, not just launching it in the box. So they're much more composed in the final third, Mansfield, trying to actually work positions. And it ended up with the goal, which is a classic example of them just trying to work the ball around. Free kick into the box, gets cleared. Wrexham terrific in the air defensively. Andrews and Crichton were very good. But Mansfield the first to the second ball, because Wrexham defend deep in set pieces. Tolly press as well, but he's the only one pressing, so Mansfield can work it around him rather than panicking. They do go long, but it's a testing ball. Crichton can only get it back so far, and when Wrexham get it away, Mansfield are going to put it back in and work it around. Could you pop it in the box in? No, he's going to play football. Cuts inside. Here's Murray, who's a good passer of the ball. Give him a bit of space in the hole, and he'll do that. Wrexham's defence are static. Maybe again, slippery conditions may have played a part in it, but a little run between them by Connor, and it's a very simple goal. What Wrexham did do well was deliver set pieces, and they threatened, like then, when the ball ricochets onto the post. But even if they weren't threatening the goal, they were putting good stuff in, and Wrexham did have decent height in there, and Mansfield weren't getting the ball away. Yeah? So it's only partially clear. The attacks keep coming in. And Dean Saunders said afterwards that was sort of what the Wrexham were playing for, to win set pieces and threaten that way. And as you can see, Mansfield are really struggling to get balls away, partly because Tolly and Keats put good quality in, partly because Wrexham have got big men attacking it from the throw-ins as well, not as effective as they were against Darlington, but still struggling to get the ball away. I mean, Taylor and Crichton are very good at the near post, just backing in, even if they lose it. You're not going to get it away very far. That's a classic example of it again, isn't it? Just bobbling around, can't get it clear. So encouraging that from Wrexham's point of view. Players getting flick-ons from set plays, players attacking the ball effectively. It helps when you've got Crichton there, doesn't it? This is the start of the sequence that leads to the goal. Firstly, Crichton's header hits a defender and ricochets behind, and it just shows you that they can't get the set pieces away. In comes another corner. Again, they can't get it away. Andrews wins it. Now, frankly, that looked blatantly like a goal kick to me, and to the Mansfield defenders. But it's another corner. It's typical long ball team play. And from the third corner in a row, bang, Andrews scores. So, a bit like watching Wimbledon of old, but Wrexham were effective from those set pieces. Very effective from those set pieces. Another factor, of course, was the frustration for Andy Mangan. He just found it difficult, I think, the run of the ball on the snow there. You could see it just getting away from him, and of course his frustration kept building up and building up. He was a sort of snatched half chance, the only one he got in the game. Drops for him, can't get the elevation on it. So, those sort of things, not dropping from in the box, that instant before, but he just can't carry the ball cleanly across the snow. It was just a bit of a frustrating game for him. Here he is now, a promising position, but his first touch just gets away from him. And he ends up chasing the ball back in frustration, but no hope of getting there. And here again, another nice promising position. He's always just struggling to control the slippery conditions, and his frustration maybe got the better of him in the end, and he goes in and launches in and does this, doesn't he? A two-footed tackle. Didn't really complain about the red card. I think he's trying to get the ball, but it's reckless. He's not in control of it. That's what the referee's got to consider. His hand was going to his pocket straight away. Of course, ironic. Maybe not ironic. Mangan's been subbed twice in recent weeks because he pulled out of tackles, and well, there you go. Maybe he decides to show Dean Saunders he gets stuck in, and he's done it too much. So down to 10 men, you think that'll be a problem. But Dean Saunders has been very bold in Wrexham. We've gone down to 10 men this season against Newport, and he did it again. Look at this, going 3 up front in essence. Dean Keats playing as far forward as he has been for weeks alongside Taylor. There he was flicking it down. Keats and Morel were alongside him. Here we are again, long ball forwards. Taylor's as well, Morel as well. Yeah, Keats and Taylor are there with him. And again, look, Wrexham are pushing up 10 men, but again, 3 men essentially up front. And Tim knocks on, there's 4 men committed high up the pitch. It's a very progressive attitude here, where again, 2 runners be going beyond Taylor, and Morel nearly latches onto it. And big credit should go to Taylor as well. That's why it was so startling that Taylor was taken off. Look, really holding the ball up, bringing players in. Winning, as you've seen already, plenty of headers. He won a couple there. He's backing in. He's so awkward to handle. He goes touching the ball on. He makes it difficult for defenders to win the ball against him. Backing in, holding her up. Taylor is crucial. If your striker holds the ball up well, then you can get other players up and around and beyond him. He goes again, jumping in the air, and he's flicked it on once more. And again, Keats and Morel are pushing on, and Tolly's pushing on. And Wrexham with 10 men, very bold. Which is why everyone was astonished, including Taylor, judging by his reaction, when he was taken off for Pogba. And sadly for Pogba, of course, he had a nightmare. Pogba, as you'll see now, absolute succession of examples when he's played in. He can't do what Taylor does. Like, he can't get in front of defenders. He lets people get in front of him too much in those sort of situations, so he can't hold her up. Again, here we are. He's been given possession, hold her up, work somebody in, noise, just run into a blind alley, straight into a defender. I think he struggled with the conditions. And I think he's looked okay previously coming on as a sub, don't get me wrong, but he wasn't at all cut out for this situation. And in doing this, Saunders, sadly, surrendered the opportunity to attack Mansfield. Wrexham were pushed further and further back, so the ball wasn't sticking up front, and Pogba became more and more isolated. Look, nobody's going beyond him now because nobody can gamble on him, and he's losing everything. Again, ball not long. Pogba can't even challenge for that one. It's going to come back in again, and he's just running around. He's not even making challenges properly. It looks like he can't keep on his feet. It was a mistake getting Taylor off because the tactic failed the moment Pogba was left up front. All of a sudden, Wrexham were playing 1 up front. He ended up dropping back to 4-4-1 in the end and just closing the game down. Like again, just lets his man get in front of him. Can't deal with it. Long ball again in the air, can't cope with the centre-back, so as Taylor was backing in and really hassling them. Now here's his one moment of hope. He chases the ball down enthusiastically. There's an error. He gets there, he's in, he's through on goal, but the pitch lets him down. Fair to see, probably hasn't played that often on a pitch like this in Guinea, has he? Let's be fair. But very, very frustrating for him. One more for you to see. Poor bloke. And because of this, Wrexham were forced onto the back foot and ended up digging in for a point.